Good morning and welcome to today's verse. To God be the glory. What a great day it is today. Today's verse, it comes to us from the book of Psalm 38, verse 9, and it says this: Lord, all my desire is before you, and my sighing is not hidden from you. Here we have it is entitled a Psalm of David to bring to remembrance. In this psalm, David, he expressed deep sorrow over his sin and the suffering he is enduring as a result. The psalm, it is heavy, it is dark, and yet enlightening. Throughout the psalm, David, he describes the physical and emotional distress that he's feeling abandoned by friends and overwhelmed by guilt. He recognizes that his suffering is ultimately seen and known by God. You know, when we were little children have this tendency, if they're afraid of the dark when they go to bed at night, they have this tendency to pull the sheets up over their heads as to hide from or to conceal themselves from whatever they perceive as a threat. Now, as adults, we have a tendency to walk around with the sheets up over our heads to conceal our sin, our guilt, our shame. But what if we pull the sheets down? That's when our healing begins and we can move forward. David comes before God with the sheets pulled down. In total transparency, he acknowledges that nothing in his heart is hidden from the Lord. His desires, his pain, and even his unspoken groans, God knows all about it. This verse, it expresses both a deep plea for mercy and a trust in that God understands his suffering, even when words fail. We too, as believers, are encouraged to come before God with complete honesty, knowing that he already knows our struggles. We don't need to hide our feelings from the Lord. I mean, he knows all about it. He can take it. And just as David was assured that God saw his deepest desires and pain, we too can find comfort in knowing that God understands what we're going through. And even when we can't even express it in prayer, God cares for you, and he will respond according to his loving kindness, his tender mercy, and his wisdom. To God be the glory for the great things he has done. I pray that you would meditate on today's verse. It would be a word of encouragement to you as you go throughout your day. I pray that you would have a great day. Have a safe day. And then tune in again tomorrow, yes, as we consider today's verse. Amen.